Hey Scrappy people, it's Tracy Reed here today, and I'm coming at you with a really quick and easy process video. You can see I have this 3x3 pocket page of all of the yummy foods I made this March, or at least some of them, the ones that I deemed worthy of taking photos of. And I have these cards from the Lily Pad by Little Butterfly Designs. It came in a pack was a collaboration between her and a bunch of other designers, but I happened to use all Little Butterfly Designs cards here that I had printed at Office Depot. And then you can see that they are very snarky about food. We got single taken hungry. I'm sorry for what I said when I was hungry. And the one that my hand is on top of right now says, first we eat, then we do everything else. And then that last one up there I'm going to use for my journaling. So I'm going to write that down first before I get started. And really, this could have stood on its own. This layout was so fast, so easy, that I felt like I should add more to it. And I was like, well, you know, a bunch of food photos by themselves are kind of boring anyway, so I'm just going to add some stuff to it. I'm going to clean out some things out of my stash. So the first thing I decided to do is pull out these labels from Cocoa Daisy. They're from the paper and ink collection. I just had them sitting in my stash, and you can see I had like a full sheet of labels almost going on here. And I'm just going to write down what each of these meals were, or what it was that I had made. I'm going to use both sizes of labels, so I'm going to use these little short ones, and I'm going to use these long ones as well, depending on, you know, what the title is of whatever it is that I made. And I'm going to just adhere them to each photo, just randomly, just kind of where they will fit on the photo, which means that I'm going to have to rearrange some of these photos when the labels start getting, you know, clustered in certain areas. So I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. You can see this was just such a simple layout that it's almost not worth recording. But I wanted to show that you can do simple as well. I'm normally not a very simple scrapbooker, but I do embrace simplicity when it's necessary. Decided that this pineapple on this lettuce wrap was ugly, so I'm going to start covering up that pineapple a little bit. This salad is so beautiful and so delicious. I love it so much. It takes such pretty pictures. It's like the most photogenic salad ever. So I'm going to start moving these around. You see that the two labels in the same bottom right corner were a little bit repetitive, so I moved it over. That was cheddar jalapeno bread. This is that homemade bread that I made up there in faux baked potato soup. I make a baked potato soup from Skinny Taste that is actually mostly cauliflower that my kids love. So anytime I can get cauliflower past them is a good thing. That was a charcuterie board, which is my favorite thing ever. And then this one is taco pizza, which now that I'm looking at it, I want taco pizza. I'm going to turn this down a little bit because these 3x3 pockets aren't actually 3x3. I'm going to move these around. Nope, we're not. This isn't working for me. There we go. That's a little better. So fussy. So I decided that the way that I wanted to easily embellish these photos was to add wood veneer and cork. I have so much wood veneer and cork from when it was really in fashion, and it just sits around because I don't use it, obviously. So I decided that it would be great to use up this wood veneer and cork, or at least some of it, on this spread, and also because it was like a nice neutral color that it wouldn't detract too much from the photos themselves. So I have a bunch of like little word bits here that will work, some smiley faces, some cameras, and then a bunch of cute little hearts and things like that. So right now I'm just kind of building it on top of the page protector so that I can see kind of where everything is going to go. Then I will take out the photos one by one and start adhering this stuff down. And of course, once I start taking the photos out, everything moves. so I wasn't thinking ahead. This was like the last layout I did on a spree that I went on. I'm currently on vacation. Well, not vacation. I am currently, as we speak, packing for a bus ride to Houston with a bunch of high schoolers for the robotics world championship. So I am going to be gone all week, so I pre-recorded a ton of videos so that I could have my YouTube going while I was not around. So this was the last one I did in a series of a lot of videos, so I was not thinking anymore, not thinking clearly anymore, and a little bit tired at this point. I think also that might be contributing to why this layout is so simple. I'm going to add a little veneer heart here. I don't know why I'm trying to put this in there with it all wet. You guys, sometimes I just need to know when to quit. So, yeah, I mean, that is like the literal story of this layout and how quickly it came together. I sped this up 2x. This video is only 8 minutes and 49 seconds long, and I only cut out the journaling, so obviously it came together real quick. I'm just kind of trying to find places here and there where it's not going to cover up too much of the photo itself, or it will cover up weak spots in the photo, like this pineapple right here. I put too much glue on the back of that camera, so I wiped some off onto that wood veneer. So I tried to pull out wood veneer and stuff that said things that made sense, like photo op. The one right there says happy, happy, happy. Some of them refer to food. It had a lot less food-related wood veneer than I thought I did. So a lot of it related to happiness, because food makes me happy. Cooking makes me happy. The good life. My last effort here is just going to be dropping these little hearts all over the layout. Anything that I wasn't going to use, I was going to have to put back in the wood veneer bin, and I didn't want to do it. So I tried to use up as much of the hearts and things as possible. Use it up is what I say. Stop letting it sit on the shelf in your stash, never getting used. There's no point in that. So when I have photos like this of things that, you know, don't have faces, I don't have to worry about covering up faces and things like that, I'm going to go hog wild and start getting rid of stuff. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, I'd love it if you give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, go ahead and subscribe. I would love to have you. And if you don't already, you can follow me over on Instagram. I am at Tracy M. Reed, and I'd love to be besties over there too. All right, thank you.